So today's been interesting. Whole lot of driving. I'm at my pickup for the night in Puyallup, and then I'm gonna head to my mom's house and park my truck and trailer, sleep for a little bit. I got 10 hours, and then I'm back on the road again. Gonna be late for another appointment. I did have a little bit of a meltdown earlier when I was delivering in Seattle. It was just as awful as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's not entirely their fault. I was just unprepared for my delivery. Like, I had no idea. There wasn't, first of all, there's just not a good way to get in there. I mean, which was to be expected, but because of the time of day, you know, normally when our drivers make those deliveries, it's at like 6 o'clock in the morning or earlier when there's nobody there yet. You know, there's no traffic. When I got there, there was tons and tons of traffic. It was noon. You know, that shopping center was full, and it was right at the University Village, right by UW. So it was pretty brutal. First, when I got off the highway, I came in the wrong way, so I couldn't get into University Village, so I had to turn around and get back on the highway, which isn't as easy as it sounds. It's not like I just flipped a U-turn real quick. Like, I went down like 20 fucking blocks, got back onto I-5 north, turned around on an exit up there, and got back on I-5 south, got on 520, and then went in the right way. And then I got in there, and I had to stop because I was on a little 2-lane road, like in between buildings, into the shopping center, like parking lot. And my lane did a 90-degree turn. And with my truck and trailer, I couldn't do that 90-degree turn. And so I couldn't back up. I couldn't go forward without going into the oncoming lane. And I couldn't make that turn. So I kind of just panicked, and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So I called my dispatcher, and I was trying to keep it together, but as soon as I started explaining it to her, I just fucking lost it, and I was crying. And I was like, and I already have anxiety about driving in Seattle because I fucking hate driving in Seattle. Like, I don't really have a good excuse for it other than just it's chaotic at best, and the drivers there are so inconsiderate, it's ridiculous. So it took me from stopping and realizing that I was stuck to actually getting into the door was a good 47 minutes of just people being assholes. But I did it. Yay me. My dispatcher told me she was proud of me. I don't feel very proud of me. I'm kind of embarrassed about the entire situation and also slightly frustrated. Like, it's understandable that I had my little emotional moment, but it's still not anything that I like am rejoicing about. Like, I feel crappy that it happened, and I'm embarrassed that people were privy to it. But whatever. What the fuck can you do about it, you know? So anyway, that's that. Anyway, we're here at Puyallup, and I'm letting Oreo out to sniff around and do her thing. She's just so far been munching on the little bit of grass that's growing here. So I'm making my delivery tomorrow morning. I'm supposed to be there at 6:30. That's not going to happen. There's no fucking way because I have to take 10 hours off, and it's already 6 o'clock at night. So I'm going to have to be late to that appointment. And then from there, I go back to the PS trucking yard, pick up a loaded trailer that's going down to Vista. Take that down to Vista. And then from Vista, I'm going to pick up, she said somewhere in the LA area, which doesn't sound awesome. And then Friday, I'm going to deliver back in Seattle at Crate and Barrel again. This time I know how to get in there, and hopefully I'll be on time so I won't have to fight traffic. But even if there is traffic, at least I kind of know what I'm walking into, rather driving into. So I'll just honk my horn really loudly and fucking scare the shit out of people if they get in my way. Hey, check it out. What's she doing? What are you doing? Are you pooping? Are you pooping, Oreo? Speaking of Oreo, she's had a pretty rough week. She's been like misbehaving a lot, not listening to me, and just kind of acting out, and then generally unhappy in the truck. So I'm gonna leave her at home this week and see how she does. And then when I come back Friday after delivering in Seattle again, I'll see if she wants to go back in the truck with me or not, but we'll see. I just feel bad because she's been pretty unhappy in the truck this week, like really unhappy, and then like the whole acting out and not listening is just kind of So anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. I'll make another video tomorrow. Thanks, y'all.